What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we'll be talking about Nintendo, and why a true collaboration with Fortnite and Nintendo won't actually happen, where we get a character like Mario or Samus in Fortnite. Now, I want to begin this video by saying the thumbnail is actually made by a concept artist over on Twitter named Tasty. Go follow them, linked in the description down below. And as usual, it is not an actual screenshot of a leaked cosmetic or anything. It's just there because it helps us actually talk about what we have to talk about in today's video. But before we talk about today's video, this video is brought to you by Dragon City. Are you ready to take on the hottest dragon game out there and collect and breed tons of adorable fire-breathing dragons? You can train them at your will, grow your collection, build your city, and prove your might to be the top dragon master in the world. Now, Dragon City is a free-to-play game available on both iOS and Android, but also the Windows and Amazon web stores. Now, something very unique about Dragon City is just how many different types of dragons there are to collect and breed. There are hundreds of different types of dragons. There's even a dream dragon in the game and a Mr. Beast dragon. So you probably have a dragon for your favorite content creator already in this game. And you can breed two different dragons together to get a brand new dragon that you may not already have. Once you've breeded and collected your dragons, however, you can feed and train them in order to take them into battle, as there are different PvP modes and you can fight against your friends in real time. So if you and your friends use the link in the description down below, you'll get a large chest that can contain up to 1 million food to feed your dragons, and you'll also get the legendary Blaze Frost dragon. Now, not only are there different PvP modes, but there are events every single week that you can discover and play new adventures in. With that said, however, make sure to use the link in the description down below to get the bonus rewards, and maybe we will end up versing each other in real time later in Dragon City. But with that said, it's time to get into the actual topic for today's video. So to start us off, let's simply mention that Nintendo is rightfully put protective over their intellectual property, such as Mario himself. So an article posted by NintendoEnthusiast.com states the following: Nintendo has a right to be protective over its intellectual property. Super Mario is the 8th most profitable media franchise in the world as of 2019, and Nintendo cannot afford to let that brand image be tarnished by any Super Mario creations that aren't official. Most commonly, these are cheap imitations that could potentially hurt Mario's image, such as a slew of mobile game knockoffs. Things like this would likely concern Nintendo, but an even bigger footprint is left by fan-made creations, including fan movies. Nintendo creations in other games, mods, or even entire remakes of Nintendo classics. Fan-made remakes such as Super Mario 64 HD and AM2R, which is a remake of Metroid 2 Return to Samus, were both taken down by Nintendo to protect the Super Mario and Metroid intellectual properties respectively. Now, I know the reason why I mentioned that and why I just started going off about this little topic regarding intellectual property may not make that much sense until I give you this context. Simply put, this shows Nintendo has taken down other work regarding their intellectual property being used without their permission. But of course, if Nintendo was to have like Mario or Samus come to Fortnite, they would have permission to do it, because they probably wouldn't do it without Nintendo being like, yeah, sure, you can use Mario's likeness. So if Nintendo could give Fortnite the likeness of characters like Mario to be used as characters, why haven't they? As we've seen in the past, Fortnite had to blur Kirby from the official Party Royale trailer after it had been released and leakers had spotted Kirby being there, because simply put, they didn't want to have an issue with Nintendo as far as I'm aware. Now, the reason why Kirby was even in the trailer for Party Royale is because when Epic Games was doing their little test and having a fake premiere go on of a Party Royale concert, whoever the DJ they decided to use decided that, oh, I'll put some fancy effects of like Kirby on our screen just to add a little bit of flair to the screen, because if you've ever been to a Party Royale concert, you know each one they keep adding more and more special effects, not only to the video, but to the little Party Royale screen around it. So Epic Games blurring out Kirby was probably them realizing, oh hey, we don't have the permission from Nintendo to use the likeness of a character like Kirby in our trailer, so we have to get rid of this segment, even if it does mean doing a sloppy little blur over the character. Now, Fortnite had also released a Shockwave LTM during Operation Snowdown, which people like me over on Twitter compared it to Super Smash Bros. A lot, as while you take more damage, you get knocked back further and further away the more damage you take, which is similar to how Smash Bros. Work. You get hit, and then you get hit even further the more damage you have, the higher percentage was. Based on the fact that we've had a Smash Bros like LTM and they've had a Blur Kirby, it definitely seems like Fortnite has attempted to try working out something with Nintendo, but the only thing they've ever been able to do is stuff like Double Helix or Wildcat, where it's like, oh hey, here's a special skin that is unique and isn't one of our actual characters. With that said, I also wanted to mention how little collabs Nintendo's actually done giving their characters such as Mario to other platforms. If you guys know the Mario character, it has been in a few games here and there, but it's mainly just Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's mainly the only collaboration you've ever seen Mario in. Now there obviously are like one or two side projects that Mario was in, but it's mainly just Mario and Sonic, and recently there hasn't really been Mario in that many other like collaboration games. Now not only this, but Nintendo has been getting more and more protective over their intellectual property recently, as they've been striking down a lot more YouTube videos that used the Nintendo soundtracks, such as the Mario soundtracks. There's a guy on YouTube named Gilva Sunner who would upload the soundtracks for games like Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and Mario Kart Wii, and over time his videos would actually get struck down by YouTube due to copyright strikes relating to the soundtracks being used. On top of having issues with music, however, there has been issues with just Nintendo in general. A long time ago on YouTube, in order to even play their games and make videos on Nintendo content, they wanted you to join the Nintendo Partner Program, and if you didn't, they would just take down your videos. Now that was something that didn't really last long at all, because this was back in the days of like Machinima, when Machinima was a multi-partner network that like a million people were partnered with. Nowadays, anyone can make content about Nintendo games because Nintendo hasn't really striked them down. However, every once in a while, Nintendo comes out of the blue and just hits people with the strike, depending on what the background music in their video was. With all this said, however, I think it's safe to say that we won't see a Nintendo collaboration with Fortnite anytime soon, and if we do, it will be a super rare collaboration that we shouldn't expect multiple of. Maybe we'll just get like Samus. Speaking of Samus, I'm going to re-bring up the image that was in the thumbnail made by Tasty over on Twitter. Once again, go follow them, but I wanted to make today's comment question of the day: if we did have a Fortnite skin that was from Nintendo's characters, which Nintendo character would you like to see as a Fortnite skin? Obviously, personally, after seeing Tasty's render of Samus, I have to go with Samus. I mean, it just looks amazing, okay? And while you're down there typing out your comment, consider subscribing with post notifications enabled to never miss an upload. I make content all the time about new Fortnite leaks and information that you may find useful. With that said, however, I hope this video was useful and allowed you to learn some more information regarding of how protective Nintendo really is over their intellectual property, and you know, maybe it gave your hopes up for hoping that a Nintendo collaboration with Mario would actually happen. As I mentioned at the beginning of today's video, make sure to download Dragon City using the link in the description below in order to get up to 1 million food and a legendary Blaze Frost dragon. My name's FireMonkey, and I'll see you champs and champettes next time. Thanks for watching.